Episode 5.11 is called Journeycake. It was written by Diana.
Obviously, we always knew we wanted to have Diana write another episode, and she also approached us and was very excited about it. The reason she didn't end up coming in to break the episode with us is because she's also writing another book.
Well, that was always the thing. I had talked to her about this, where I called her and I said, I don't want to, cut into your other writing time because I know how the fans feel about, getting those books out.
But it's always fun when Diana writes an episode also, just because when you have the book author kind of come in, and it's kind of this really interesting mashup of both the books and the TV show.
Did anyone else hear that?
I can hear it.
He can travel.
The last few eps, we had to really cover a lot of ground and jump some time. And it's unlike what we've done in the past. We've really played this, week to week or day to day. And this season, we had to kind of jump because we know where we want to get to in season 6.
We started our life on the ridge in this cabin. And now it's just you and me again.
The advice of Dr. Rawlings recommends, Claire wanted to do something from early in the season where, she wanted to help protect the ridge, just keep them healthy. It backfires, it gets printed out on the newspaper and the Time, and it just kind of goes out wide. And in this episode, it comes back to no good deed goes unpunished, of course, and Claire doing something good is always going to be punished.
Brought my wife to see Mistress Fraser. She's in need of a healer.
But we've talked all along and kind of laid the groundwork for Claire in trying to do what's right, and trying to protect everyone around her, in a weird way, leaves herself open to danger.
Your wrist is broken. Now, how did this happen?
Well, that's the thing where she says early in the season, history be damned, I'm going to do this thing. History is going to correct itself.
I'm obliged to you.
The ending of this episode is really cool. We don't do major cliffhangers all the time, but this is a big cliffhanger of what's going to happen. There's an attack on Claire and Marcelly, and it's ultimately we come back to Jamie on the promise from episode 1 saying, I'm only going to light this cross in the time of war. And what he thinks of as going to war is to fight for Claire. And he lights that cross and he calls the men together. He didn't light that cross to call the militia together. He didn't light the cross, to go to Alamance. He didn't light the cross at any of those times. But when Claire gets abducted by someone, he goes up and immediately lights that and calls everybody to the ridge together. It helps set Jamie's mindset of what he's willing to fight for.
Well, also, it ties back into what we talked about in the beginning in terms of the theme of the season being, what would you do to protect that home and your family?
It's going to come to pass in the next episode. A lot of people have to make some really hard decisions of how far you're willing to go